got Chris.
Welcome to all our friends in South Florida, LA, San Francisco, New York, Boston, Chicago. You know, every day I open up with that same line. We're going to come up with a new line.
Why? I like it.
I hate that line.
You know why? People like it. It's a little catchy.
It's a little catchy?
Your hello, hello, hello. Have you
like
noticed?
It's like the flu.
People now say yo, yo, yo.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, yo, yo. Hello,
Yo,
hello,
yo,
hello.
yo. Got to tell you that we got Mr. Coffee thanks to...
Thank you to Rocco and Don Pablo Coffee Roasters for our Mr. Coffee. We've got our whole setup now in our Book Nook. We've got the Brooklyn Cafe Coffee is now percolating in the corner with our Book Nook. Come on down for a cup of coffee. Freddie will make it. Actually, Jackie's really good at making
Shorty
coffee.
made the coffee today. She got a new career. This is delicious.
Come on down for a cup of coffee, your book. Check out some of the art at the Heart of Delray Gallery. We're at 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. And next Friday is Art Walk.
Yes. At what time?
6 until 9-ish.
Yes.
It's always a little bit later, so don't commit me to the 9 o'clock time. It runs late. It's tied into Art Walk on Atlantic Avenue, which is the first Friday of every month. So come on up Federal and check out the gallery.
Do we
We'll
have
be
any
here.
themes for Friday that you know about?
I don't know. Do we have a theme, Brian?
Any themes?
Not that he's aware of. You know, I either dreamt it or there is a theme. But in my head, there's something brewing.
There's always something in your
I
head.
can't tell you what's brewing in my head, but there's something brewing.
There's
I'm
usually
thinking
a
there's
theme.
a theme.
Yeah, there's usually
I'm
a
thinking
theme.
it's superheroes.
No, I don't think so.
I'm thinking it's like a cape or a superhero.
I don't think so.
Are you ready?
You see the shirt that I got from Are You Ready?
I got one too.
I know, yours says sparkle
Of
and it
course
has
it does.
glitter on it.
Does it?
Yes.
That'll be our 1 o'clock hour. Stay tuned for a wardrobe change.
How in the world did he put glitter on that shirt? It's
Wonder.
unbelievable. I got Jack's Freddy ass.
You got glitter on your shirt already too. How'd that
But
happen?
that's because of the set.
Lelaine, he's already got glitter on him. She saw the glitter and we're good to go now.
Just wanted to congratulate the crew. Ooh, is that the new name? Ooh,
The crew.
The crew went out last night too.
The Brooklyn Cafe crew went out to Smith Smiles last night in Wellington at Anthony's Coal Fire Pizza. First shot shoot they've ever been to on their own, and they did such a great job.
First shot shoot.
First shot. They did the shot shoot.
Their first shoot.
Their first shoot. They did on their own. They did a fantastic job. We can't wait for Jonathan and I guess Jackie. I don't know even who's doing the editing to see that piece for Smith Smiles, but it's a foundation. It's a 501c3 that donates toys to different children's hospitals across the country. They sent 265 toys
Did you see
today.
That's unreal.
Is that amazing? To California.
Wow.
Actually, they sent them yesterday. I think another 160 are going out today because it was such a successful event. They were able to purchase over 165 toys from just last night alone.
And I want to bring her back and put her on the air so that we can remix California. The time lapse is 3 hours. So you just got to get up a little early.
It's not too bad. We go on 12.
Yep.
Not so bad.
It's not too bad.
So that was Tracy Smith from Smith Smiles. You guys did fantastic, and can't wait to see the segment. A lot of people went out. Even T-Man made it all the way up to Wellington.
T-Man makes it there, but he don't show up here. Now that's a switch.
It's all over Instagram, by the way. If you check out Instagram,
Did you see him?
We've been hashtagged all over Instagram by
He's
T-Man.
like a madman.
I know. He's crazy.
Gotta love him.
But it's fun. You guys did a great job, and we've got movies on the board. We've got Carrie in the house, and we've got a great set. Today, of course, is Tuesday. It's Got a Guy Day. I still think it should be Got a Gal. I'm just saying.
No, it's got to be I Got a Guy.
We got Lelaine, and her middle name is Yes Dawn. That takes us
Hold
to
on,
8
hold
dawns.
on. I got one more announcement.
Okay.
Our friend, Antonio, is running for mayor of Boynton Beach. He has an event tonight, and he said, you haven't said nothing, but it's invited for tonight from 4:30 to 7 at 300 Executive Center Drive in West Palm Beach. It's called Summer Soiree. Yeah, Soiree.
Soiree.
You got all that from that word.
It says Summer Soiree.
That's unbelievable. You can see it from there.
I was going to say, you're not amazed that I can see that.
I am.
I can't see anything below it, though.
RSVP to Kevin Apuglio at 561-900-5756, or call me and I'll make sure you get in. But come on out and shake hands with the future mayor of Boynton Beach, and we're rooting for him. And do you know that tonight, doing her radio premiere, her first show, Yolanda.
Her debut.
Her debut.
Yolanda's doing her debut. Lady in Red.
A Lady in Red.
Yes.
You ready?
Yes.
At 6:30.
6:30.
95.3 FM, 1470 AM, and of course across the video network everywhere.
What are we talking about?
Talking about the tech biz.
The tech biz. Another girl in tech.
Now she actually is like, I got a guy. Very techie.
That's amazing.
She's so techie, it's confusing.
Today must be Tech Tuesday. I think Tuesday is Tech Tuesday is what I have to rename it, because with Yolanda and Lelaine and her husband Chris, it's Tech Tuesday. Got a Guy is so techie. And Jen G, we miss you. We know you're not here, but it's for a good reason. She's in Dallas closing another deal.
If you're closing a deal, call us if you close it.
Our number is 888-994-4995. And yes, the phone does work. The florist called here last week.
It does, yes. It does work. And we'll put a mic on it if it rings, because we still don't got the wire.
Give us a call, 888-994-4995. You can find us on Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, Instagram, and I think Twitter now with the Brooklyn Cafe TV. It's amazing when you've got more than 4 hands.
I know.
How much you get
Are
done.
you guys in there doing, what are you doing? What social media platforms are we talking on?
She's on, Jackie's on
Instagram?
Doing
Instagram.
Instagram. I'm doing Facebook, and I just made you guys a Twitter account, so everyone go follow it.
And Alana, I think, is doing MailChimp.
The Brooklyn Calf 1.
The Brooklyn
So
Calf
everyone
1 on Twitter.
That is, that's Syracuse announcing that. And of course, we have to write that down.
You know, the
'cause
beautiful thing is that even when they go back to school, they can still run it remotely because it's digital.
It is.
Because
And we
it
are.
becomes a lot.
And we've announced that we are now taking appointments to send the crew out. If you want to bring your business to our platform, we are ready to go out and introduce you to what we do and network the network.
Network or network.
Yeah.
It's Tech Tuesday.
Tech Tuesday. I'm going
We've
to tell you
got-
something. This shirt is hot with these lights.
Have
Not for
you
nothing.
noticed I haven't put it on
Woo!
yet?
I'm Italian.
There is a reason I dress like this, because it is when the air is all the way down, actually, too.
And he brought in this shirt. This shirt is to keep you warm when there's a storm.
Did you take your essentials today?
Yes, I did.
That would be why, because
Woo!
it's a little warm on the side of the
Eyes
chair,
are burning
too.
up. Essentials. How do you get essentials? How do you buy essentials?
EatEssentialsNow.com, and in the promo code, you could make it easier for me. BCTV fan in your promo code to get 10% off. When Freddy takes his essentials, I need a fan, or I'm going through menopause at 12 o'clock every afternoon. But with the products in here, the blue-green algae, your probiotics, my husband really wants me to take it. The enzymes, I got to talk to Barbara, see what she's thinking. He says, I don't see why you're not taking it.
Is he still taking it?
Loves it.
This is the best.
He
The
loves it.
absolute best.
He wakes up-
Cardiologists are now asking me. I'm giving away my samples. Susan said she was going to get me a box of samples because I'm halfway done already.
I just got you a box.
I know, halfway done. I'm giving
But
it to
check
the
out
diabetics.
Essentials. It's unbelievable what it's done for you. The energy, the mental clarity and focus. Can't imagine what you'd be like without it. I'm just saying.
Just a little sluggish.
But go to eatessentialsnow.com. I think Chili really tried it also. I don't know if he contacted you.
Chili Willy. What a name.
Did he take it?
You know, his mother gave him that name at birth.
Really?
Yeah. She knew he was going to be Chili.
Chili Willy. Ready to get into the show?
You ready?
Give us a call.
Yes, it
888-994-4995. And even though Jen G from VCard is not with us from the virtual card,
Who
you
did
can
she
check it
send?
out at VCard Global. She has sent Dawn number 8. Sorry, it's just easier. Lelaine Dawn with us and her husband Chris. And we've got Brian from, is it Bear?
Bear USA. It's the name of my project, but Brian.
Brian,
can
get
tell
that
me
microphone
what I
closer to you. There you
Yeah,
go.
the name of my project is Bear USA.
Wave to Amy Rashevsky, Brian.
Hey, Amy. What's up?
She's in Quebec. She says, wave. Your neighbor on the other side.
Yeah.
The other side of the wall.
And not to mention this painting with the flowers.
Alien Sunrise.
And I heard that if you buy the painting, you get flowers that goes with it.
I'm sure OMG Florists would be more than happy to put together the piece that the florists that we had before.
Now, is that going to be, OMG's going to be putting flowers to every painting, even his?
I don't know. Have you
Do you
talked
know
to
about
OMG?
I have not.
I know it's an event that's going to be here in November. They're starting a week of flowers to go
Okay.
with the different paintings and sculptures around. And I don't know how they're choosing, but Amy would know more about that when she gets back from her summer vacay.
Yeah, and those have been here for what, 2 weeks?
Those are from Rome Florist.
Yep.
Those are beautiful. Amy, I don't know if you've checked them out, but we'll give you them also. From Rome with Love.
I thought it was from, what happened to the old
Those were 2 weeks
MG?
ago.
Yeah,
These
2
we
weeks
got from our anniversary from the Fook girls. Fook. From the Fook girls.
That's why I'm saying this. They coordinate your work with the flowers. It's a work
Okay.
of art,
Yeah, that'd be very interesting.
which is really cool. But this thing behind us is available for sale. Call Dawn on her
888-994-4995. Let's get into the V card. Let's talk about Lelaine. And here's what I tell everyone. If we're old enough to be your parents, means we see like your parents, and we cannot see.
I can't see.
Thank you very much. But the back is really better for me. But that's why she says, but we have a V card, which makes it so much easier because we can blow up the size on our phone to anything we want. You know why it's called the V card, Freddie? Because you can take your 2 fingers and blow up this font on your phone so you can see what it says.
I'm not getting involved with that.
That's what happens when you're over 50.
But thank you very much for playing.
Thanks for playing. That's Chris, and we've got Lelaine with us. You do digital web solutions.
Yes, that's correct. But first, I want to thank you for having us today.
That was our pleasure.
Is this the same Chris on the set?
Yes.
Yes.
This is you?
That's me, yeah, when I had a beard, obviously.
This doesn't look anything like you.
Well, I don't even have glasses on, and you've got his card. I've got Lelaine's
No,
card.
I'm
And
looking
you know
at this
what?
and I'm going, wait a minute, that's not the same guy.
And you know,
out
to
here.
me, this
I-
looks like Jackie because I can't see the picture.
Jackie?
You take a look. She looks like Shorty from here, but I don't have glasses on.
Holy
that's-
smokes, it's like, can you guys get any further away?
But they're young. That's what it's about. Is technology.
But Christopher, you look, Chris?
Yes, yeah.
You look like Superman. You had like a whole different,
I had the beard, that's what.
a beard.
Yeah,
You had
see how big
beard.
it was.
It made your face longer. Look at this
Of
thing.
course, of course.
You okay?
Don't,
Work hazard.
Shorty, don't faint.
Tell us what you do. Matrix Digital Web Solutions does what? It's probably what all these kids are working on.
We do a purposeful and intentional marketing so that we actually help businesses craft a message for the people that they want to reach in a way that showcases their heart and humanity instead of just like putting out a message that pushes the sell.
So someone comes to you, say Brian comes to you, and he wants to share his message of his artwork, which we're going to get into. How would you position that?
This is interesting.
I would talk to him about and ask him what his goal is first, and then I would ask him what his why is, and I will explain the Simon Sinek's golden circle, where we start to tell people about his reason for doing this, and then telling people how he does it, and then saying that he does it through his art. Do you want to buy one? And actually, when people know your reason for doing stuff, and then they see that you're human, and they see the emotion behind it, and the authenticity and the sincerity on what you do, they're actually more inclined to buy with you, because that's the way to build trust, and like they get to know you, and like today more people are buying because they buy the person, not exactly the product.
How do you do that digitally?
It's more on the the copy that we write. I craft the message, like I write the message and then get into the minds of the person. Like for example, they are craving for art that the same way that he is he is creating.
Brian's got his heart in a black box. Aren't you dying to see what's in the black box? I know.
But this is really interesting because we didn't even set this up, or did you set this up this way?
No, I did not.
Because his work, his body of work, is exactly what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
No,
coincidentally,
there's a lot of parallels right there, you know.
Tremendous.
And I'm finding in the photography industry, especially, you know, there's a lot of photographers out there now. I got a lot of competition, and
so do I.
People are really it turns out that people are really interested in the story behind the photograph.
Always.
You know, and in the person behind the photograph. So.
Well, let's take a look at your work, and do you mind? Let's just do a verbal think tank of what you guys do, Leilani and Lelaine. I keep calling her Leilani. I don't know why. Lelaine.
Miss Dawn.
Lelaine and Chris and Brian. So let's see your work and say, all right. So if he was a potential client,
well,
what
let
would
him
you do?
explain it first.
Right. So let's see your work.
I have a pretty wide body of work, but I've been focused specifically on this one project I did called Bare USA, and the concept was natural beauty in contrast with man-made decay. And in order to achieve that contrast, explore that contrast, I photographed nude models in abandoned buildings. And we were talking earlier how that becomes particularly tricky on social media these days because
the logarithms have changed.
It seems like they've tightened up their rules and regulations, and you know, not to get too political, but in my opinion, maybe we're going backwards a little bit and not being as free as we should be. And
but this is what happens when you get spanked doing the wrong thing and end up 2 months of I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. We all pay the price for it. But
Did
it doesn't.
you see what Steve put on his ankle the other day? Facebook jail. He had Facebook and ankle bracelet, which was really funny.
Which is really funny.
Yeah, I'm in Facebook Live jail.
We all make a joke about it because I was the one that started it, and I told them be careful of Facebook jail, and they all ended up in jail.
He's in Facebook Live jail. Have you ever heard of that?
Yes. Yeah. Jail is jail. But the object of the game, so that you don't get this wrong, is that his art. I got to tell you, when I first saw your stuff, it reminded me of living in New York City. It brought me back to a lot of places that we used to hang out in. A lot of these, I was a South Bronx kid, you know.
That's the second time I've heard that this month, actually. I met a guy at an art show who said the same thing.
It's
back
amazing.
in the 80s, the way it was back there, it was wild.
It was wild, and your art brought in all of these different images. And all of a sudden, because I used to sort of put this away, because I didn't want to remember these places, and this is touching on what you're talking about. Absolutely, this is what I'm saying, that you put this together, because all of a sudden you took something negative in my life, and you made it positive.
That's awesome.
And it is awesome. And that's why I love what you do and how you do it, and the way you put the model in there. I didn't even know there was a model. I was just looking at everything around her until they came and told me, Dawn and Dan says, you see the woman. I didn't see the woman.
Yeah, and we were looking. He said, "Where do you see it?"
Where
and
is
we were
it?
looking. We were at an art event here, and we were looking at it.
But I was so caught up in the emotion of being back in New York, about those hard times that we grew up with, and all of a sudden, all that has changed. I love what you do because it changes my perspective now to something that was negative to something that's positive, and I think that's exactly what you just described.
Yes, that is exactly it.
You were on point today. How those essentials
That's
doing
essentials,
for you?
baby.
I can feel your passion.
Susan,
actually.
he's
Oh, you
point,
have no
so-
idea. When I stood in your place for maybe 35 minutes just staring and thinking about everything I went through, because I was a kid in the streets, you know. My parents used to let us go wild. There was no daycare, nothing. We were in the streets, made a lot of teams and everything else. But I remember these places that we had, that we went to, that we visited, playing handball and things of that nature. It was all graffitied up. Everything was graffiti. And you changed that whole thing for me now. Now it isn't too bad anymore. It's amazing. And I understand your niche now. It just comes to me full blown. And I'm saying, did you put this together on purpose?
Of course. You know what they say? One man's trash is someone else's treasure. And that's what you've taken. You've taken the dark part of what you remember of New York. Look, I've got glitter everywhere. And you've turned it into art. And you've put a beautiful body, a beautiful nude in it. And it just changed the whole perspective and the whole dimension of it. Before we get into the art and all of the marketing, let's take a quick commercial break. give us a call, 888-994-4995.
And check this out. Come back and check this out.
Check
You're
out the
gonna love
artwork. We'll be right back.
It's an affordable way to prepare yourself and your family for the worst. Stock up with emergency gear and the knowledge you need to be ready in case of an emergency. From first aid, safe water supplies to shelter, BeBetterPrepared.info is a convenient way to quickly stock up on survival and camping gear at an affordable pre-packaged price. Order Elite Ready Pack to get started. No matter what the situation, go to BeBetterPrepared.info and you will be prepared if disaster strikes or for your camping needs.
I got a guy. With vCard Global, all your contacts are in the palm of your hand. Never leave home without your business cards or brochures again. vCard is the ultimate marketing tool. No more printing cards or brochures. vCard fits in the palm of your hand and is always with you. vCard is a powerful networking tool that virtually promotes sharing and builds referrals for your business. vCard Global, the virtual business card. Hold your business in the palm of your hand. Contact Jennifer at jenng.vcardinfo.com, the world's most intelligent business card. I got a guy, jenng.vcardinfo.com.
Discover how you can unleash your body's natural regenerative power with Liquid BioCell. A scientifically proven, holistic anti-aging supplement, Liquid BioCell redefines the way we age and how we perform. Formulated with an exclusive collagen and hyaluronic acid combination, Liquid BioCell supports joints, muscle fitness, and restores youthful skin from within. Contact Renata at 561-306-7176 or visit forhealth4beautyonline.com. Anti-aging from the inside out. Call today, 561-306-7176.
Don't forget to like this video.
And subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when we go live. We'll see you next time. And we're back. We are back on a Tech Tuesday at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. And while I'm thinking about it, here's my segue, because when I said to Freddie, do you know what I'm thinking? He says, no. You're talking about nudity and taking pictures of nudity, and people should love their bodies. Yesterday we had on a sexologist. So she's a doctor of, I can't say sex therapy. She's not a therapist, but she's a doctor of loving yourself and creating intimacy. And I think, imagine taking one of her clients from where she starts with to the end product to do a comfortable picture, a nude or a semi-nude portrait. In
that setting?
In a setting, right? So it's like the old, the new, I don't know. Brian's a creative one, but I'm thinking, wouldn't that be, people do the boudoir photography, but this is a whole nother aspect that you could add to it. It's got a little edge to it, a little different.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what you're talking about. All the ideas that are coming. We haven't even seen the work yet. And there's so many, that's okay, don't worry, he fainted. And there's so many pieces and so many art pieces that are coming forward because it actually touches people in different aspects, right? I mean, even in your crazy world, you have things.
Well, my crazy world, that made sense, right? You take someone who's uncomfortable with their body and having problems at home or intimacy, and then once they finally come out of their shell and they've fixed Humpty Dumpty, imagine embracing your beauty, your inner beauty, or even as a couple, to do something like that, a little edgy, out of the comfort zone.
I think it's really, I think it's cool because artists are, you guys give off a lot of different emotion in your works, you know. There's 75 artists in here that we talked to. The only difference here is that yours, nobody does what you do. And nobody quite delivers it the way you do. And if you were growing up in the cities and in certain pieces, for me anyway, it definitely touched me because I can relate, you know.
But if you're having a problem with Facebook, and here's my question to you guys, as far as digital marketing, do you market on Facebook? Do you market on all social media, or is there another platform you use?
We use all social medias, especially YouTube, because it's the second biggest search engine. So we also do YouTube marketing, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Well, how would you market on YouTube?
You have to upload your like this. You have to upload the videos, right? But you have to put in a very interesting title with keywords that people actually search for.
Like SEOs.
That's it. And then you put like some description on it, and then always at the end you have to put a call to action where they can go next, so that they can connect with you or watch the show in full, like your get updates, you know, stuff.
That's always what gets me. People are so good at posting, and the best is Karen Turk. She'll have like 10 hashtags. I can't think of 2. But that's what it is, right? It's the hashtags, it's the SEO, it's the words that people are looking for that will bring them to find your page, correct?
Yes, that's true. But now, like for hashtags, especially on Instagram, you gotta rank in hashtags that nobody else uses, so that you can rank in hashtags that are popular.
You have to rank, in other words, so you have high.
To be on the top, like when they click on it, oh, it's him. I saw him.
We have tools for.
You have tools for that.
Yeah.
Hey, Syracuse, are you ranking us over there with the hashtags?
What?
We need to rank in our hashtag tools, they're saying. For
Are you
example,
listening?
what would that be?
I have to finish reading the profile first before I get the reading.
Oh, I see.
Oh, we can give you a list of great hashtags that really that are good for your show.
I never even understood the hashtag world.
But it's an important world for people to find it, and to find what they're looking for. So, like for Brian, he would need a hashtag of what? Bear, nude.
Urban exploration, Urbex is a hashtag I use a lot. Black and white photo. But my hashtag game is pretty weak.
He is great.
I'm just flailing.
Are you like the hashtag king?
More specific.
His Instagram is
rank,
popping.
so he would rank on top of that one. When you go into that and you see the recent and then the top on Instagram, he would rank up at the top. So the algorithm, if he's on six hashtags and he's ranking at the top of them, then you can start ranking for hashtags that have more people that like them.
But
So
it's
you-
just time consuming to do, and I can
Yes,
absolutely
yes.
see the need to
It
hire
is.
your company
Yeah.
to do it.
I know.
I mean, we've got 6 interns working on it right now. It is far beyond the scope
does
of
take a lot of
what we do, and takes time.
Yes, it does.
So when you have a business and you're doing your photography, we're doing production, we're doing shows, who has time, honestly, to sit and think of the hashtags and come up with something creative? Even coming up with a creative post takes a lot of effort.
It does. Now, you do a lot of work on Instagram?
I do, but you know, to speak to what you were saying, you know, I spend so much time thinking I can do it by myself, when really it would
It's
be better
tough.
served if I
Yeah.
just asked somebody that's an expert at doing it to do it for me, because you know I'm out in the wind there. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing my best, but to be honest, like my game's weak.
Well, it's time management, right? It's the price of doing business, so we say. And you can do so much more business to focus on your area of expertise and hire someone in their area of expertise. And when it all comes together, everything just grows. But it's that investment in yourself and in your business that we talk about it all the time.
You do. You got to work. You got to work it. After we leave the set, people think we go home. No, we continue to work this thing. But Instagram has just come out with a new platform where you could do video for an hour. And
Yeah, that's the
IGTV,
IGTV, like a
yeah.
YouTube in your IG.
That's right.
How
John,
do
did you
keep
hear
up
that,
with
John?
all of this?
I
The
have
biggest
to.
tip is engagement. That's the biggest thing. Commenting on photos and just being engaged in the community of IG.
Are you you're on tech all the time, right? So you're
Yeah.
always commenting, you're always bringing things higher up.
Liking people's other photos. It's just like
Oh,
you're
okay.
engaged in the community. So that's how you get more
And there's
followers.
another piece that we're experimenting with as well, is that we have a newsletter that we're formulating. And we're using monkey, chimp, chimp, monkey, whatever.
MailChimp.
That
MailChimp?
Yeah, that one. And we're putting together a newsletter. So you have a following. You put together names, and you can send out your work, and you can put out. It's almost like making a gang.
It's funny. I just gave Alana a fishbowl of cards because Carrie started with a sheet. I gave Alana a fishbowl. You've got a shoebox.
I got a shoebox.
I've got a stack in my purse. I've got a stack in my suitcase. I mean, there's cards everywhere. And then how do you maximize all the people you meet? You don't have the time to call them. You get the V card, which is great. But right, you need some sort of digital marketing venue to be able to reach everybody and say, you're here and this is what you do. How did you get started doing this?
I actually got started with this when I was in the Philippines because that was the most viable job for me because the conversion of the US dollars from an American client to my currency is a lot bigger than if I worked in a regular office. And then when I moved here 2 years ago, I kind of actually just roped him in 4 months ago. And then now he has like more Instagram followers than I do because he's the Instagram expert.
Wow. You know what I'd love to be able to do is it just changes our platform, Freddie. If we can actually add, we do radio, we do live streaming, we do cable TV.
Yeah.
We have, now they're doing editing and we're going on location to now be able to add a whole nother level for our clients of digital marketing to promote and get
I'm
it
going
out.
to tell you, if we ever get to his black bag,
Well, he's hiding it for some reason.
he's not. He's waiting for the open.
Waiting, yeah.
I want to see what he got, but I think you're 100% right. I
Right,
think
it just
that
adds, it's everything we all talked about with all the kids before. It's just adding to the platform for our clients, for everyone, to give them a more complete package because everyone is an expert in their niche. You can't be an expert at everything.
That's why we got 5 people in that room all working different angles.
Right, and we've got Gio here. Gio's editing something.
Gio's editing, actually is editing the Boston and New York shows.
Ah, fantastic.
That's why I had the.
But
did you
everyone
get the
has a
picture?
niche. You know, so he says his niche is editing, and someone else is social media, someone else is shooting with cameras. Mine is collecting toys.
Which is another angle towards your work is putting it on your website and then using the other venues and then changing it on Facebook. But you can do the other venues that aren't going to clamp down on this stuff. Facebook has a problem. Okay, they lied and they got caught. And when you get caught, you have a problem. That's all that's happening right here. There's nothing revealing or distasteful. I've seen stuff from other artists here, and come on, and we had it on the air, and it wasn't a problem.
Well, let's take a look and see what we've got.
All right, yeah, and I've gone ahead and selected 2 pages specifically that are at work safe, Facebook safe.
At work.
So
We
yeah, my
appreciate it.
project here. I guess I'll turn this around so you guys can see. Here.
Maybe pick it up.
Yeah, just pick it up.
Bear USA. So this is the box that the book comes in. So I wanted to give people a real experience.
If
with
you
it.
search, you will find beauty in decay.
And it's kind of
Nice.
like emulates the entire project as a whole. So I wanted to, when people purchase the book, I wanted to give them a whole experience. So I created custom boxes for each book. There's 100 copies of this hardcover book. And then when you open it, you find like a beautiful hardcover book here.
Do you have that hashtag?
What?
Your
Bear
title?
USA.
No, the front.
Yeah, I did Bear USA.
The
as a
front, the
hashtag.
beauty in decay.
No. I did
See,
not.
to me, that would be like top, and it probably isn't because no one would find it. But I think it's something that would be so amazing that you find beauty in decay. It's like one man's trash is another man's treasure,
Well, beauty and decay could be the whole deal.
right?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, of course.
And then when you open the book, you get this beautiful black and white photography book. This is a photo.
Look, and it comes with money.
Comes with money.
This is one of my. Well, that's just
A nice
all the
bookmark.
pages, But sure, I'll put a couple bucks in there. For you.
Holy smokes, this thing pays off.
So I did. The first place I photographed was Marine Stadium down in Miami. This beautiful stadium that got destroyed by Hurricane Andrew, turned into a mecca of graffiti, abandoned. They've been trying to restore it for years, so now there's guards there. It's difficult to get into. But when I was there, this is a photograph of the first model I worked with from above, so you can see that she's hidden.
Right.
I was wondering what happened to that stadium. I drove by there and I remember living down there, and it was beautiful. We'd go to concerts there.
It's still there.
It's still there, but
and
it's a
a
mess.
different kind of beautiful.
Yes.
It can be a mess, or it can be.
Well, look
Or
what
it
you've
could
done
be
with
art,
it. It
yeah.
can be art.
And you went black and white. Why?
That's just. I feel like I get more feeling out of it, more focus, more emotion from it. It does more for me.
It's funny because black and white is meant to give you more emotion, whereas color is meant to soothe the eye. But emotion comes out of black and white
Yeah.
more than anything else.
And what else can we take a look at?
Well, I just wanted to say that I did 50 essays, so I traveled all 50 states. I photographed one model in one location in each state. So I did all 50 states, so there's photographs from all 50 states in here, and there's essays from the most interesting part of each state. One of the coolest places I went to was this.
50 states.
And you wrote all the essays up? You wrote all of that up too?
Yeah, I mean, I had somebody help me with the editing, but I did write them all myself. They're from stories from the road, topics that come up. This was one of the craziest places I went. This is a nuclear power plant. This is a cooling tower in a nuclear power plant in Tennessee.
The hell did you get inside a nuclear power plant?
How did I get inside any of these places? We don't talk about that.
Oh. Okay.
It never got fully built. So it got half built, funding got cut, it was abandoned. So it wasn't a dangerous place physically to go to. But, you know, to be honest, like a lot of the places I went to, I had to go. You know, to seek out permission would be very difficult and arduous, and often not permitted. So it's just one of those things that you just got to do if you want to do it.
And how did you find it everywhere you wanted to go?
How'd you find a model everywhere you went?
Well, it was a lot of online searching, hours and hours on Google Maps, and sometimes just going to the closest major metropolitan area and just searching, you know. The models, very difficult to find sometimes. I sent out emails on this modeling website. I was extremely honest about what we were doing. Could be dangerous, could be illegal. Are you interested? I have very little money. Are you interested?
You want to go to jail for free?
Yeah.
Work for free and go to
The
jail.
amazing thing is, you know, talk about going to work and you work all day. The amount of hours you put in did not yield you money. It wasn't like you clock in at 9, you clock out at 5, you get that paycheck for all of those hours, plus hours upon hours.
Yeah.
And then the editing and putting it
to be
together.
an artist,
in the
what
book.
is that like to know?
Well, I mean, the life experience, the fears that I had to get over, the traveling the whole country, meeting all the people that I met, like that you can't put money on that. So people work very hard to go on vacation and travel and do cool things. I just do cool things, you know. So
How
like,
awesome is that?
And so it's paid for me tenfold. Like I look at things differently. I can't do a 9 to 5. I can't have somebody really telling me what to do.
And you love what you do.
I love it. So I'm not really working. I mean, I am working. I'm working very hard.
You are working. It's just a different.
But I feel like I'm not, you know.
Because it's a passion. You know, the amazing thing about what you do, first of all, I've never seen anybody do a body of work like this. That's the first thing. That you got to visit all 50 states, you know, that makes me envious. Can you imagine visiting every state in the union? Who does that in their lifetime?
Right.
I got to be 10, 20 years older than you. I could never say I did that. And this thing about going to sites reminds me of 9/11. My ex-brother-in-law, Kenny, went down during 9/11 when you weren't supposed to be there, and he got video on his phone from the building that was up across the street. And I'll never forget that stuff. Now, he could have gone to jail as well, but he wanted to show the video of what was going on and everything else. And when you bring up these stories, I mean, my head is full of all this stuff that goes on. So what you've put together is a legacy of memories. I mean, it's tremendous what you have going on here. And we should make some noise to get this thing out because it's impressive, yeah?
You can find Brian's artwork right here at the Heart of Delray Gallery. He's near Amy Reshevsky, and he's on the other side of our wall, 1440 North Federal Highway. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I want to tie all together what you do and what Brian does and how we can increase the digital marketing. I know you want a book. How much are the books, by the way?
Well, they're $300, but it's a very specified size and format, and there's only 100 limited edition. Comes with a certificate of authenticity, signed and numbered, all that good stuff to make it.
It's an investment in what you want.
Yeah.
Give us a call, 888-994-4995, and we will be right back.
Well, it's 1 o'clock, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. The team is ready to serve you a huge portion of fun for lunch. Open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought.
Science has confirmed that real health comes from raw, organic, and wild foods. Essentials is a complete program of 5 products to help your body function as nature intended. Premium ancient superfood algae offers energy and stamina. Food-based digestive enzymes help prevent occasional heartburn and may reduce stress from processed foods and heavy metals. Our proprietary probiotics help support immune health, regulate bowels, and eliminate toxins. Improve your mood, mental clarity, focus, faster rejuvenation, and better sleep. Order now at eatessentialsnow.com. Essentials, life-enhancing ingredients in the palm of your hand. Eatessentialsnow.com.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
I am Crunchy because knowledge is power. Crunchy is a revolutionary line of safe and high-performing toxin-free cosmetics that are redefining beauty. You no longer have to sacrifice your health for your beauty or your beauty for your health. Be conscious about what are in your cosmetics and how they affect your body. Contact me at 703-509-2592 or explore at crunchywithanI.com/Liz Sant, LIZSANDT. Again, it's 703-509-2592.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. And don't forget to like this video.
And subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when we go live. We'll see you next time. And we are back on a Tech Tuesday at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Technology, and Photography Tuesday. And then we go into Are You Ready? At our 1 o'clock hour. We've got Brian with us talking about decay, beauty and decay. And we want to talk with Matrix as far as digital marketing. How would you bring what Brian's doing up to the forefront on the top of all of this digital media?
First, I'm going to ask him about himself, and then tell me about what you have been through and then what encouraged you to put up all of this.
All right, so let's make this a working type of deal.
All right.
Right?
Yeah, but these, I mean, they become hard-hitting questions all of a sudden because there have been a number of challenges, so.
You can phone a friend.
Yeah, all right.
You can ask Freddy for help. Phone a friend.
Okay.
All right, go for it.
So what encouraged you to put up all of this together and what to go on a mission to photograph like abandoned buildings and then put beautiful women in their natural state and then make it into something that people would that would invoke emotion on people?
Well, that was one of my main objectives, was to evoke emotion. You know, I believe that every photograph can be interpreted by everybody differently. You know, so one of the things was to create compelling images that did evoke emotion. The other thing I really wanted to hit home with was really kind of spark the spirit of adventure. You know, I think that these abandoned places conjure up so many ideas and thoughts and nostalgia, as we heard earlier. You know, so I really wanted people to feel adventurous and be inspired to go adventure. And then the concept of nudity, which is such a taboo concept in this world, and like these beautiful natural forms should be something that we shouldn't shy away from, should be celebrated. So I wanted to try to emulate that in the most tasteful way I possibly could through this project, and challenge my discomfort with nudity. You know, I wanted to challenge some of my own fears and difficulties, and build it. It was my first big photo project, so I really wanted to do something great for my portfolio.
You're not trying to inspire them to go on an adventure nude, right?
I want to inspire people to do whatever they want to do. You know. So.
Well, let me ask you. So you wanted to get over your issues, fears of nudity. Has it changed now that you've done this?
Well, just coming on the show and not even skipping a beat to discuss exactly what I've done. From when I first started the project, I knew that like certain people I would talk to, I'd say, I'm doing a photo project in abandoned buildings. because I didn't think that they could handle the fact that there was going to be nudity in abandoned buildings. So at first I was very selective of how much I said about what I was doing because I was embarrassed and I was nervous about how people would feel about it.
How long ago was that?
I started it 4 years ago, from the very conception 4 years ago.
And how has it changed now?
Well, now I'm here on your show talking about
Nothing
it.
to be embarrassed about, right?
Nothing to be embarrassed about, you know, and nothing to be ashamed of being a part of.
And you're an artist. You know how many pieces of art are in this place that have some form of nudity is there. I'm just amazed that you can get a model to say, okay, let's do this.
Well, I mean, to credit the models, they were incredible and incredibly adventurous. And you know, it was the women that were willing to participate that were the most qualified. You know, and I can't speak enough to their.
But it has to speak to your level of professionalism also, because not only would a model want to do this or not, she needs to make sure the photographer and the artist is professional and true to his word and not after
legit.
Something else other than a
legit.
photographer. Exactly.
Well, sure, and I gotta say it's a great privilege to have the permission to take these photos and as you were
And use them
talking about,
appropriately and not use them for something else.
Yeah, and there's a lot of responsibility in that, you know.
So then my question is, if to do the segue to promote him, we have to overcome certain things. And the first thing we have to overcome is that it's not Playboy or Penthouse.
It's not right. It's not pornography.
It's not pornography.
It's art.
It's art. So I think that his interview skills will provide a little insight to that as well, right? Because I think the book is also vital in the way he's presenting it. And it's an art form, and that's not a 2-page book, right? I mean, that's a work of art.
200-page book.
Yeah, I mean, that's a work of art. There are 50 states involved. There's a lot of models involved. So in order to get him to a level, I could see in your eyes that you have to use all your skills. It's not only the camera, it's you. So when you say embarrassed, don't ever use that word. You never need to be embarrassed. You're an artist. And what you do, a lot of people wish they could do. That's what it comes down to. They're just not brave enough to say.
How would you go about, because we only have about 7 minutes.
Let's get the other one up, the other picture up.
The other picture. How would you go about promoting this on digital media?
Actually, what I would do is that, for example, the people that he wants to target are people who are who want to actually spread their wings and then do stuff, but then they're restricted because they're so worried about what people would think. They're embarrassed that people would judge them for it.
Just put it right
so
in front
I
of you.
will be using the word embarrassed to hit people who are also embarrassed into taking action about the dreams. And
So you would
things
use it in reverse. You would take the word
I would-
embarrassed
and
for
make it
people-
positive. Tell them you're like. At first, I was embarrassed to talk about the crap that I did, but then when I went through all these things, and then I realized that I could empower a lot more people by going out and showing them what I could do with that embarrassment and turn it into something positive.
Oh, I
and
see
you
what you're
can
doing.
So
You're
she's
playing it the other
she's
way.
playing it the other
That's
way.
good. All right, let's show this one up, and then you'll
This
talk
is
about
incredible
it.
what
Let's
this
let's just
picture
put
is.
it up there. Put it up full, and then we'll talk to you about what
We'll talk
is
about
there.
But how interesting to take the word and use it in the reverse context. That people that are embarrassed and now you're looking at something positive coming out of it.
Well, yeah, and so that embarrassment's long gone as far as working with nude models and doing the photography. But the first one from Florida I showed you, I was so nervous. That first photo shoot, I had no idea what I was doing.
That one's a priceless shoot. Now
And
this
this one is
the
incredible.
Orville.
So yeah, this is a little bit of a departure. You know, I'm always expanding and changing as an artist, and I really do like the street art theme. So I wanted to create some street art that people could take home. And this is a man named Orville from Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee, and I photographed him on the street. And what I did was kind of make like a street art graffiti type background and put him on there. And I love, one of the other things I love to capture are faces that have a story to tell without even saying a word.
That's what
And
I'm thinking.
you can see in this man's face, he's lived a long life, and he's got a lot of stories, you know, and just so many human qualities.
Well, it's like we always say, everyone has a story,
Mm-hmm.
and you never, and we've talked to JJ and Jackson about this, you never know what's going on behind the face. And this man has lived a life. You can just see it in his faces. But then there's the people, the models. Everyone looks perfect and beautiful on the outside. But they too have stories, which is why they even came forward for your project and whatever their stories were. Imagine even just highlighting those.
Mm-hmm.
It's always for a reason.
Yeah.
All right, let's pull up another one because we're running out of time, and I want to see the other stuff.
So Lelaine and Chris, for you, this becomes more of a bigger job because it's more than the art. It's the concept behind it. This is look at this
It
piece.
has there's
right?
a lot of content that can be drawn out of
John?
this.
So Chris, look at this.
Yeah.
This is another from the Bear USA collection here.
Wow.
This was shot in a Marine Naval Medical Center in Charleston, South Carolina.
You know, this is the stuff I'm talking about that
Yeah.
you did, because in the South Bronx there was a lot of buildings before they broke them down that looked like this.
Yeah.
Well, if you think of the Marine Naval Center, the medical center, there were people that worked there and
Yeah.
got treated there and lost lives, and lives were saved there. How many years ago? So
Get that-
what that becomes is the story of the building.
Go get it. Go get it.
You know, and then how do we promote this digitally? How do we grow a platform, Lelaine and Chris?
I'm gonna start with an introduction that has like 2 questions that sparks emotion. Like, for example, what did you think with the moment that you took this picture?
This one's particularly,
Yeah.
This one kind of made my hair stand up because I knew I got it. I could see the lines going down the railing along her.
He's writing it right now. He's writing the content right now.
That's
Wow.
right.
When you
got
tell
the chills.
stories like that, you take the person reading it into that kind of adventure. Like, they also feel like, oh, this is probably how it felt for him. And then that's when you get them hooked at the beginning until the very end.
She just made that picture come to life, man.
And look how many souls are in that building because you can feel it.
Yep. All of a
Yeah.
sudden,
Funny
everything's
story, I found out later my aunt worked in this building.
See?
Really?
Yeah.
The amount of lives that were touched in this building and that you went back to see it and feel it and capture it. On Wednesday, we have a Holocaust survivor coming on our show. And I find it's just so important because to document the lives and the stories, and that's what you do. You document history and you find the beauty in decay, and you've documented history here as well.
Do you got one more?
No, that was
That's it? Okay, let's grab that from him so we don't break it and put it over there.
What an amazing concept. And to
Very
be able to
interesting.
take photography and art from the gallery and put it with the digital world. I mean, we're taking so many different elements and combining
That'd be
them that people wouldn't know how to do or even think. Yes, I did this totally on purpose, Freddy.
But that's what I'm saying. To me, it's like you did something on purpose because you can't ask for a better compliment to one another.
Listen, for us,
in
the way
doing
our
this
show rolls, it just rolls the way it does, and it's always serendipitously in alignment, the way it should be. And it always works out that way.
It does. And we never rehearse this stuff at all. But I'm amazed. How do people get in touch with you?
They can go on our Facebook page, the Matrix Digital Web Solutions, and we also have a website called matrixdigitalwebsolutions.com.
And do you have an V card?
Yes, we do.
What
What's
is
your
your
short code?
800?
It's lalane.vcardinfo.com.
Do you have a
we
short
need-
card? A short code?
8800?
Lalane. Oh yeah, you can just type Lalane and send it to 80800.
Oh, we need to talk about
Lalaine. And how about where can people find you, Brian? I know you're here at the gallery. Do you have a website they can go to?
Yeah, I got bare-usa.com or BRIANCATTELLE.com. So I have 2 different websites. One's project specific, one's my other photography, and then of course at BRIANCATTELLE. Brian Cattell. It's a difficult last name to spell, so.
I think you need
A short code?
a V code with a short code or something beauty.
You can put all your pictures on it.
and you can put your
or
art
some of
on
them.
there. There's a lot of stuff you could do it, but people can find you. You got to keep things short because
No.
people like me, we forget. I mean, I'll never
why
ever
he
in
calls
my
her Shorty.
life remember your.
Lelaine?
Never
That's
ever.
why I gotta keep calling her Lilani. And
You're calling her everything in the book, and
Just
if
call
you're
her
having, if it's me, I'm already on something else.
my V card short code is Sparkle. Very simple, short and sweet.
But fortunately for me, I'm the only Brian Cattell out there, and I'm the only one that's done Bear USA. So you Google either one of those.
It was easy to find you, absolutely.
Well, Bay USA is a nice short code.
Stay tuned. We'll be back in 2 and 2.
which
More
is
with.
4.
Are you ready?
It could be 4 divided by 2.
Your time management system, which is what we talked about, which is a perfect segue into what you both do. You work in what your area of expertise is, and then you find someone else to maximize your time to do what is not your area. Matrix Mark Digital Marketing and Brian Bear USA, and we will be right back.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations.
This is Alyssa, the paint girl. Car accidents happen. Get the most affordable, convenient, superior vehicle repair with concierge service. The Paint Girl provides pickup and delivery with no additional cost. Our body shops have over 30 years combined experience. The Paint Girl.
The information and opinions you hear on the Del Walmsley radio show are those of the host, Del Walmsley, his guests, and his callers, and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of this station, its affiliates, its management, or advertisers. The Del Walmsley show is for entertainment purposes only. Please consult a professional regarding your personal investment needs. Nothing presented on the Del Walmsley show constitutes an endorsement, recommendation, offer, or solicitation to buy or sell any product or security.
This is GAB2. 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. Listen for A Touch of Gray, the talk show for adults, with Carol Marks and Michael Harrison, Saturdays at 1. The Money Talk Radio Network is WSBR Boca Raton, W280DU Boca Raton, and W245BC Lauderdale Lakes.
If you had any idea how absolutely insane the stock market is,
unconventional wisdom is sweeping the nation, and you are next.
You need to stop being dependent on a paycheck.
The Del Walmsley Show is on WNN, Mondays at 5, Tuesday through Friday at noon.
The following message is sponsored by the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Natural disasters can be unexpected and devastating to your home or property. If your home or property is damaged and needs repairs, it's important to use only Florida licensed contractors. Remember to check their references, get everything in writing, and don't pay up front. To verify your contractors are licensed, contact the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation online at myfloridalicense.com. That's myfloridalicense.com.
What if I told you that getting multiple servings of vegetables each day could be really easy? Amanda Williams here from Invite Health to tell you about a new product called Smart Serve. The USDA recommends 3 cups of vegetables per day, but if you're on the go, getting your vegetables can be a lot harder than you think. Each serving of Invite's Smart Serve vegetable blend supplies 1 complete USDA serving of green leafy vegetables. That's right, 1 serving and you're done. Smart Serve provides the same vitamins and nutrients as 14 organic kale leaves, 4 organic spinach leaves, and 1 organic broccoli floret. These Smart Serve capsules are from South Carolina. They're organic, non-GMO, and free of gluten and starch. Take advantage of this risk-free special from Invite Health. Buy 1 bottle of Smart Serve at retail and get the second bottle free with free shipping. Contact Invite at 800-463-7575. 800-463-7575. That's 800-463-7575. Invite Health, the luxury brand of vitamins.
What you want to know. What you need to know.
Talk 1470 WNN.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
Science has confirmed that real health comes from raw, organic, and wild foods. Essentials is a complete program of 5 products to help your body function as nature intended. Premium Ancient Superfood Algae offers energy and stamina. Food-based digestive enzymes help prevent occasional heartburn and may reduce stress from processed foods and heavy metals. Our proprietary probiotics help support immune health, regulate bowels, and eliminate toxins. Improve your mood, mental clarity, focus, faster rejuvenation, and better sleep. Order now at eatessentialsnow.com. Essentials, life-enhancing ingredients in the palm of your hand. Eatessentialsnow.com.
This is Alyssa, the Paint Girl. Car accidents happen. Get the most affordable, convenient, superior vehicle repair with concierge service. The Paint Girl provides pickup and delivery with no additional cost. Our body shops have over 30 years combined experience. The Paint Girl handles all makes, models, lease return repairs, and insurance claims. Your smart choice for vehicle repair, The Paint Girl. Call 954-691-7024. That's 954-691-7024.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. And don't forget to like this video.
And subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when we go live.
Well, it's 1 o'clock and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. The team is ready to serve you a huge portion of fun for lunch. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought, take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe, and get ready to enjoy the humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of feel-good and happy soup to help your day go easier and enjoy your break with others around you. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. The feel-good food you need to help that bagel go down nice and smoothly. If you have a story to share, anything that happened at work, play, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you today, call in toll-free 888-565-1470 right now. So sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe and let Dawn and Freddy S. get your happy juices flowing.
Baby, you can drive my car. Yes, I'm gonna be a star.
Welcome back to part 2, and that's supposed to be. I thought we told Amos Wednesday, Dawn.
We changed it to Tuesday, so I thought famous Amos from Gunther Volkswagen Del Rey was on set with us today, but he is not. But maybe
He's probably selling a car.
Hey, we should call him.
We can.
We should call him from the phone and see what's going on with famous Amos at Gunther Volkswagen Del Rey.
Yeah, we'll look this up later. Listen, I just want to say that the first hour today, if you missed the first hour, check it out. Because I think that the artist and
there he is. Famous Amos is in the house.
Famous Amos. You're nice.
You can have a seat next to me.
You're nice and late. Come,
Which
sit
is
down.
perfect. We were just talking about you, and no cookies, but we do have coffee. You can find us on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube at the Brooklyn Cafe TV, 95.3 FM, 1470 AM. Give us a call, 888-565-1470.
Hey, John.
Jonathan, when you get a chance, can you come please reset the camera? We got famous, and we figured you were selling the car.
Yes. When you're selling cars, make sure you get close to that, Amos.
So welcome. Our first hour, we had the amazing photography of Brian Cattell, who is located right here at the heart of Del Rey, and was where he has found beauty in decay, which I love that hashtag, finding beauty in decay. And he goes to abandoned, decayed-looking buildings and properties all over the United States, and he puts a nude model inside these photos, and it brings them back to life. The last one he showed from the Medical Marine Center in Charleston, think about the lives and the souls that worked there, that served our country there.
And his aunt worked there.
And now, look what it is. It's a decayed building. But to be able to walk in and see the art and the beauty that is still within these walls is truly amazing. And to tie that in, we had Matrix Digital Marketing Solutions with us. And it's everything. We're so lucky to have 6, 7 interns helping us. But you know what? It's pulling it all together, and we're really looking forward to working with them to help grow the presence of other clients. Because it's all about putting it on the digital web. And Bill, when you weren't here when I was thinking about it, it's your time management solution. It's how do we use our time most effectively and efficiently to build our business, to live our life on the things that we love and are experts at, but then we can have other people do what they're expert at.
Definitely. It's always nice sitting down with you two, because it's amazing how the universe just pulls you in situations you had no idea you were supposed to be at. But for many of us, well, I don't have a to-do list. I have a will-do list. I only use a calendar. I don't have a piece of paper that says to do. All right, that's
you don't have a honey-do list?
Well, I have one of those, but I'm not going to admit to it other than to the listeners.
Do you have a honey-do list? No, no, you
I
like
don't know how
cantaloupe.
that is.
A honey-do list.
What is it?
When your partner says, "Honey, will you do this?"
Honey, do
It's
this.
the story of my life.
It's a honey-do list.
I got you. Wow.
But no, when you put it on a calendar, you actually, commit. It will be done by such and such a date. And that's really what you have to deal with. And also, most people don't have enough time in a day. I mean, have you ever heard the phrase, gee, I'd love to help you, but I don't have enough time?
All the time.
That's a good referral for me in your time management system. Typically, they're not, or they are assigning the same level of priority to every task that comes their way, whether it has high value, low value, either to their personal life or their business life. And that's one of the first distinctions you have to make. And as you pointed out, Dawn, you have to recognize your strengths, recognize those areas of your life and your business that aren't strong. How can you grow from personal experience, or do you need to delegate? Do you need to get a whole cadre of...
We've got such a great team working with us. You know, I'm competent at doing social media, but it's not my strength.
Exactly.
You know, meeting clients and talking and networking our network and growing and being on the street and doing what we do is really where our best efforts are put forward. But yet, the necessity to do all of these other things to grow the business, it's a need.
Without a doubt. And it's true in any aspect of your personal or your business life. There are a minimum of 6 facets. That's why many times I'll use a Rubik's Cube as being symbolic of what goes on. Because at 5,000 feet, that just looks like a little square, a little cube down there. You don't recognize different colors, shape. When you get in close, you realize, oh my God, it's 26, 27 different individual, compatible, because they're fitting together, pieces. Now, most of us don't have 27 skills.
It's putting all the pieces together. And
It's
like
putting all
you,
the pieces
Amos,
together.
you're at Gunther Del Rey for years.
Yeah, over
Freddie
20
has
years.
talked about you. I've known Freddie only a couple years, but he says he's bought how many cars from Amos?
I have currently 2 right now.
And I know you sent Connecticut there, and
Yep.
you send people all the time. But it's
Yes.
more than you sell cars.
Yes.
You sell cars. You've branded now with cookies.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
He
But
gives
that
out
was
the
a
famous Amos
perfect.
cookie.
But that was the perfect branding networking for people to remember you.
Yes.
And it's just growing what you do.
And people actually look for famous Amos when they go to Gunther. And Gunther's right here down the street in Del Rey. They go to him, and he just has a different way of selling.
It's funny, I was looking for a car about a month ago. We went into Gunther down in Coconut Creek, and I said to, I forgot his name, the manager, and I said, do you know famous Amos? And he says, I know Amos. I said, I used to work with him. He's the general manager of Volvo down there.
Yes.
He said, John, I think his name, I don't know.
Yeah,
and
John,
Rob.
there's Rob, yes.
And Rob, we've known, I don't know, I think we've got 10 Volkswagens from him, but everyone says, of course we know Amos. We all used to work together.
Oh yeah, that's correct. In
Which-
Fort Lauderdale.
In Fort Lauderdale, which is
Yes.
nice because it's your network.
Yeah.
And what you do.
Oh yeah.
And the important thing is, I remember once watching a show called White Shadow, which was about basketball. And the guy said to this kid, I want you to run across the gym. And he gave him a head start, and he takes the basketball, and he throws it across the gym, and of course the ball beats him to the other side. And the guy looked at him, he says, the object of the game is you can't do everything. You have to pass the ball. You have to pass it on. So if you're going to network, if you're going to put the word out there, you gotta rely on other people knowing what they do as well. John, you all right? You look a little serious. It's scary.
We got to get you a mic, John. It's actually, you can have this one right here that's on the cafe. And that's actually, we can just slide it out so you can have that one. John's worked so hard. He was on a shoot yesterday with us. So perfect example, Bill.
I think he's meditating.
Of time management. We went yesterday, we were asked and we volunteered to cover Smith Smiles, which is a foundation that gives toys back to children in children's hospitals around the country.
Oh, great.
And they're 501c3, and it stems from her daughter being diagnosed. And when her daughter was diagnosed with, or not diagnosed, but has issues, when she had an 18-month-old and she was 8 months pregnant when her middle child needed surgery. And this has come forward and grown, but we wanted to give them proper publicity and do a spot. Freddy works at nights. I don't really run tech, so what do? We say to the crew, can you guys help do this? And you know what? They went out yesterday. Neither one of us went. And they did an incredible job. They filmed, they set the location, they're editing the piece. They went in professional, and you did everything. So as far as time management goes, that used to be you and I running around with cameras.
Yeah, and they,
like pitch perfect when the two of them run around, and at the end they forget to turn the camera on. That would be us.
And we passed the ball. You know, I wanted to share a story with Bill. When we were airing your commercial, Linda was coming home from work, and you know the weather here has been a little bit crazy the last few days. I mean, the rains and the thunder and the lightning. The station also had a problem with lightning. It got hit by lightning, the radio station. But she was listening to the commercial, and a crack of lightning and thunder happened at the time of the commercial. Wow. And Linda tells me, I was shocked. I didn't know what to do, because this is what happens, is that a lot of people wait, and we talk about Are You Ready all the time, and people wait until catastrophe comes in. It's like you buy a car when your car is no longer active anymore. It doesn't work anymore. You can't even get a ride to go see Amos to buy a car. So you gotta use your time management correctly and prepare correctly, yes?
Without a doubt. I mean, unfortunately it seems that most of us need catastrophe in our lives to really wake ourselves up to what's really important.
I think most people need catastrophe in their lives to function. Have you ever noticed people function so much better with catastrophe than not? It goes back to that whole negative thing.
The whole negative thing.
Well, because nature has set the priorities of what you have to deal with in a catastrophe. You focus only on maybe it's survival, or only on your daughter's health, or maybe the beauty that's within this country, and traveling amongst all 50 states, and having people stop and look at something they may have passed every day and not realize the beauty that's there. And in time management, it really is focusing on the moment. Classic, 1 minute father, 1 minute manager, 1 minute. All they're really focusing on is you have a lot of distractions, and with technology today, we have even more distractions, right? Fortunately, I've turned my phone off, so my leg gets vibrated a lot, so it's a nice stimulus.
Well, I've taken my watch off. It's the thing I started a couple months ago, and now I've passed my phone to Shorty, so I got no distractions. I leave you speechless.
Yes, you do.
Catch me off guard.
But it is. It's the 1 minute. I was reading a book called The Happiness Project, and it said if you can do something in a minute, and most things easy things can be done in a minute, it will save you hours of paper filing, of cleaning up piles. And I did do that for a while. Think how many bills you pay at a time, usually 3 or 4. If you take those paper bills and you file them in 30 seconds, you would not have the mound that I now have sitting on my desk since January when I did it the last time. That will now take me a day. But if I had taken 60 seconds and filed those 3 pieces of paper every time I paid my bills, I would have been much more efficient than what I'm going to have to do one day this summer and do it all.
And when you look at that stack of paper, it seems like an ominous task to get it organized. But think about that stack of paper just for a moment. Visualize it in your mind. How many times have you touched most of those papers?
Not since January,
all
which
right.
means I could probably shred them all. How's that for time management?
And if they're really important, they're probably going to send you a second notice.
Right.
Right?
No, it's everything you pay, because I'm still old school and I still get paper bills because I just haven't converted to the e-bills. So you pay them and you file them. Why? Just as easily. Once they're paid, you're not sending a second notice. They know they've been paid. So unless it's for tax purposes, I could probably just shred them all.
Anything that has a date older than 2016, Maybe your accountant would want 2015, so you always have 3 years available.
I got 30 years of papers in my garage. That's a scary task.
30 years of paper. Jeez.
I know.
Do we have the fire department on pretty soon? I think
I even have my master's thesis sitting someplace in a box. I know, it's
well,
crazy.
No. That has a lot of value because you know the effort you put into that.
Yes.
All right. It may not be, hanging on a gallery wall, but in your life experience, that was a big part of your life to set that out as a goal.
But it is
and
time
actually
management.
accomplishment.
And, to that point where you're always at the studio. Every night you're in Boca until 8, 9, 10 o'clock, sometimes later.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you even have time to do what you do, grocery shopping, laundry. I mean, just the certain things in life that we do. How do you even have time management?
Linda says, let's go. On Saturday, we go.
You do everything on the weekend, which
we
means
got
then you
to.
never relax on the weekend because you're always catching up.
And the object of the game is you're trying to do dinners very lightly so she can cook. I mean, she comes home, she cooks. It's a whole balancing act to this stuff.
It's a lot of balancing is what we do.
Buying a car.
It's a lot of planning. It's a lot of planning. If you plan your work and then work your plan, you're going to free up 12 minutes an hour.
Yeah, but let me ask you, are most people organized?
What's your definition of organized?
That's my point. If you can be organized to pay your bills, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you can be unorganized to save your life.
Agreed.
Right? So what is the definition? Somewhere in between.
I mean, who is your perfect love?
Should be yourself, no?
Well, most people, until they get on an airplane, never think about the fact that they've got to take care of themselves before they can help others. And that's classic. Women and mothers are much better attuned to that because their tendency will be the caregivers for life. Starts out with the infancy, ultimately then runs to their parents. That they're the people who become the caregivers. And the statistics on the health of caregivers is alarming.
Well, caregivers, when you're really being a caregiver for someone who's got dementia or Alzheimer's or critically ill, often their health deteriorates before those that they were giving the care to. Because they've gotten such good care, the caregiver's health suffers.
Very difficult.
And the attention span you have to spend for your parents in the last 6 months of their lives is probably less than the amount of effort and energy you expend in the first 6 months of your child's life. Think about it.
Wow. On that note, let's take a quick commercial break.
Hold on.
Something to ponder.
Are we ready there for a quick commercial
Give us
break?
a call, 888-565-1470. More with your time management system. Are you ready? And famous Amos from Gunther Delray Volkswagen.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we will be right back.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or CarmenCareLaser.com.
I got a guy. You need a guy? I got a guy. With VCard Global, all your contacts are in the palm of your hand. Never leave home without your business cards or brochures again. VCard is the ultimate marketing tool. No more printing cards or brochures. VCard fits in the palm of your hand and is always with you. VCard is a powerful networking tool that virtually promotes sharing and builds referrals for your business. VCard Global, the virtual business card. Hold your business in the palm of your hand. Contact Jennifer at jenng.vcardinfo.com, the world's most intelligent business card. I got a guy, jenng.vcardinfo.com.
Hey, Dawn, do you know what CBD is?
What is CBD, Freddy?
CBD is a cannabidiol. My goodness gracious, I'm Puerto Rican and I can announce that. Cannabidiol, which is found in the hemp plant. CBD can help regulate your mood, improve your sleep, reduce inflammation, and you know what? It even increases immunity.
Did you know that our internal systems are already made to receive the CBD? It's made of natural botanicals without any psychotropic effects. Do you know what that is?
I have no idea what that means.
It means you can get healthy without getting high.
That's right. Now, people come to the studio, we give them CBD, and what's the first thing they ask me? Can I drive home? I said, did you drive here? Yes. Well, then you're going to drive home. So if you want CBD and the experience to feeling better, reducing anxiety, what do you got to do?
Give him a call at 561-674-7446. It is the #1 legal and leading CBD company in the United States. Safe for all ages. Where do you visit, Freddie?
You visit livelovecbd.com.
livelovecbd.com. Tell them Dawn and Freddie sent you.
In this world of social media and cacophony of sound, how do you get noticed? How do you get heard? In a world of instant gratification, how do you find appreciation? It's time to be heard. Become a radiating magnet and allow the law of attraction to come fully into play. Being completely in the moment speaks louder than words and actions. It's time to become fully present. It's time to put Humpty Dumpty together again. Call or text 561-351-9134. Become your radiating self. Contact Clyde at 561-351-9134. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Don and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. That's 888-565-1470. Let's reopen the cafe doors. Now, back to Don and Freddie S.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. And don't forget to like this video.
And subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when we go live. We'll see you next time. One day, Freddie, we're going to do the Freddie Vernacular Dictionary. It's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming.
Listen, so what kind of name do you want? Do you want John Anchor or do you want Spanish John?
I could take either or. I probably prefer John Anchor because that sounds a lot more original.
John Anchor.
Yeah,
That's your high school.
Spanish John is like, I don't know, basic. I like something.
Is his mic on? Is your mic on?
Is it on now?
It wasn't on?
I prefer John Anchor.
John Anchor is good.
John Anchor and the other John is JJ.
John. Whatever you want to call him. Give us a call. We're back at the Brooklyn Cafe, 888-565-1470. We're talking your time management system, hurricane preparedness, and, of course, buying a car at Gunther Del Rey, which goes right to your time management system. So when you work all the time, you need to get a new car. I just went through this. I had to get a car. It was over my miles, and every mile I drove was costing money. I had to get a car. And some dealerships have this new thing where they give you a price and they won't work with you because it's supposed to make it easier. But you know now you're on this time constraint, and if you go someplace else, they're going to work with you. And there was my time management issue. I had a fine item. I had a window. I had Memorial Day weekend. I had to get a car. And that's how I spent 4 days in the rain getting a car. But I did it. But it was all about time management and how you can most efficiently do it. I ended up in Miami, which was not an efficient use of time. But it is what it is. But we can come to you. We can come to Amos.
Yeah, just 1 minute away.
Right.
I'm very close by.
Now, I have a question, Amos. If I have a car that's not a Volkswagen and I got to turn it in, you and I have had this conversation. So I bring you a car, right? And I say, okay, I got to get out of this lease. I need another lease. Can you work with me even though the car is something else?
Yes, I can.
And you're taking the car and give you another car, right?
Yes, I get you another car, and then I take the other car, whatever name it is, and I take it back to the dealership.
So you can turn it right back in. So he can take your car and get you into something else.
Yeah.
It's funny because they called me that now they give me permission to turn my car in because it's time. And I went to see him instead of him calling me, and he says, no, not yet. So he calls me. He says, now you can turn your car in. So I says, and what am I coming home with? Well, I don't know. I says, okay, I'll talk to you later. And that was the end of that conversation.
And there's all kinds of different deals. When I got my car, I was told there was a 3-month, I leased my car, a 3-month, I guess, write-off that the dealership will take the last 3 months to get rid of it. So I've been driving my car until I was in that 3-month window and I got the waiver. My miles were ridiculous. And I get to this other dealership and they said, we would have taken it back 6 months because the dealership will take 3 and the corporation will take the other 3.
Is that true?
That's correct. Yes, it is correct.
And you know what? No one had told me that, which means if I had gotten out 6 months, I would not have been over my mileage, and I wouldn't have had to gone to Miami for them to buy out the rest of the miles. It would have saved me so much time if someone had actually given me the correct information.
Yes.
But that's a true thing.
That's true.
See that?
Now you have some deals, because I came to get some blue for.
Well,
Linda's
that's why
car
I'm
Saturday.
thinking, because now that the guy called you means you probably could have gotten out of your car a few months ago.
That's a story that's going to be continued. I didn't know that's information.
Yeah, I
It's
didn't
amazing
either.
the things you learn on this show. I'll tell you that right now. Now I'm seething at the hip here.
Right? Because they waited until...
Yeah, they waited until I went over my miles so they can bang me out.
That's it, but Amy's can help you out. What do you got going on across the street?
We have some great deals going on right now, and with Volkswagen, like you said, 3 months before the lease over, and then you can Volkswagen pay 3 months for you, and plus, if you're 6 months over and under mileage, anyway, you over mileage, and 6 months before the lease is over, you can return your car too. So the dealership will pay 3 months for you, and Volkswagen will pay 3 months for you.
Why don't people know that? It's like this hidden, and I bet your car, and didn't have a Volkswagen, my family does. It was another brand of car that had the same, that told me that, and that's why I even asked you about VW.
Well, it's something that I didn't like. I got the everything package on my car. If it got a dent, the paint, the whole 9, they take it back because I pay for it in my monthly installment, right?
Pay me now or pay me later.
Yeah.
But the one thing they didn't
pay less now.
The one thing they didn't tell me were about the tires. And I wanted to ask you this. And again, I'm being very frank with all listeners, Amos. I don't mean to put you on the spot. But tires are not cheap on these cars. You're looking at $400 to $300, depending if it's the rear or the front. And they told me that the car was covered, right? I had an option. It isn't, unless you pay for the coverage of the tire.
Don't you have those special
Yeah,
air
they never get a
tires?
flat.
Like
So
a hydrogen tire or something?
Well, that's the other thing they told me. They said, don't worry about it. It's never going to...
Right, you don't even fill it with air. You fill it with something else.
Well, it's never gonna go,
Nitrous.
it's never going to go flat, right? So I had a nail. I said, well, it ain't going to go flat. It goes flat. He says, well, you can't drive it forever. So I had to change that tire. Then I got another flat. All of a sudden, I should have just bought the plan because nobody told me about the plan. That's what I got upset about.
Yeah, if you got the plan and basically it doesn't cost you anything at all. If you return your car, you can return your car with all 4 tires are basically bolted on my head, and then you'll be fine.
It's amazing. So you have to specifically ask for the tire protection.
Not really, not exactly tire protection. The tire protection will cover you while you have the car. But if you return your car, all 4 tires can be bald if you have the wear and tear. That will cover.
That's a different coverage.
That's
I'm
a different
in trouble.
coverage.
I'm in trouble.
You got 2 different coverage. You got a tire protection.
I
and
got
then
3
plus your-
different coverages.
But then you got to weigh out the price of what that costs and what would 4 new tires cost you.
It's just, when I go in, the first time I met Amos and we negotiated, I think 6 hours for two cars, 6 hours, and I was exhausted. But my goodness gracious, only man in the car business that hung out that long and that hard was this guy. And we were walking away from the deal because we couldn't find a car that Linda wanted. And then he came out with this, I don't know where you got it from, out of the trees, came out with this fantastic piece. And that's where we walked away with. And her daughter got the same car.
But it's a credit to Amos because customer service, I have to tell you, it is not good in South Florida. On a whole, from my experience, it's not easy to find good customer service, and certainly not with a car. So when the first salesman, he texted me, you ready? I go in, he wouldn't work with me. 3 weeks later, he texts me, have you made a decision yet? 3 weeks. Yes, I got another car. Still haven't heard from him. Nothing back, nothing anywhere. You know the surveys that they send you? I told them all about my experience. 2 dealerships, no one followed up. But why do them? So the customer service, to Amos's credit, is amazing. Because look, here he sits with us. You've gotten 2 cars from him. It's like we've gotten 10 cars from VW in Coconut Creek because the customer service has been tremendous.
It's good. Gunther anyway is completely different than other dealership.
Gunther's incredible.
You
what
know,
they've
Gunther
done.
been around for over 50 years. They're #1 Volkswagen dealership in USA.
Well, what is it? Do they train you differently? Or are they just a great company
How
to
long
work
you been
for?
there, Amos?
24 years.
24 years.
Yes.
Wow.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. No
That
one
is-
stays anywhere for 24 years. But
Yeah,
it's
we
a
have
credit to
probably
you
two
and to
other
Gunther.
guys. Yeah, we have 2 other guys, but they're in Fort Lauderdale.
Well, what you got going on? You've got a Jetta?
Yes, Jettas. We have Jettas right now for only $149 a month.
Wow.
Isn't that what you work with Connecticut? And you got her into a
Carol?
Jetta? Carol? I call her Connecticut. Do you
Yeah.
remember?
Yes, I remember that.
Remember
She got a Jetta.
$149 a month for
You
a
can
Jetta.
get a Jetta for $149 a month, you know, with $19.95 down. And if you want to get to a bigger car, but the 2019 Jetta, it's a much bigger car. It's almost the size of a Passat now. And you can get a Tiguan. There's 2 different Tiguan. There's a Tiguan Limited. You can get that for $169 with only $9.95 down.
Wow.
And the Passat S you can get for $179, again with only $9.95 down. And you can get a Tiguan S. The first Tiguan was a limited, but you can get a Tiguan S for $179 with only $9.95 down. And even the Atlas, if you want something with more space, you can get the Atlas for $309 a month with only $9.95 down.
3 what?
309.
309.
That's a big vehicle.
That's
It's a big
amazing. You
vehicle,
could get a
yes.
Passat, Freddie, for $169,
The Passat
$179.
$179.
Passat's a great car.
Yeah, you can get a Passat
Think
S
about
for
the money I would
$179.
save, right?
My kids both have a Passat. They had Jettas. You know, when your
You have
kids
a
are first
Passat?
learning to
How
drive.
many miles?
Those we give you the lowest price, and then those based on 7,500 miles a year.
When you're first starting to drive, you know, you always want to get your kid a safe car, but a car that's affordable, a car that is maneuverable. I got my kids Jettas, and unfortunately, or fortunately, they were in an accident, one of them, and the Jetta saved my daughter's life. There
Yes.
is no doubt that this car saved her life in an accident. And then she went back and got a Passat, and now another Passat. My son has a Passat. They're incredible, safe cars.
Yes, they are fast-start crash and tests.
Now I got a question. If I need 15,000 miles, you can work a deal.
Yes, I can. If you want 18,000 miles, I work a deal with you.
Well, you scare me when you say 18,000, but
Where you
yes.
going,
Yeah,
Freddie?
yes.
Well, I don't,
You know, it's pay me now or pay me later.
no, I know, but there was a.
And when you know somebody like Amos, he comes in and he finds out what are you going to use the car for. He sees that you turned in a car with a lot of mileage over a standard, 12 or 10,000, 7,500 miles allowance, and a good salesman who will do the follow-up
Right.
for you. He's going to say, hey, well, yeah, I can get you in at 179, but every mile you're going to go over. So do you want to pay a little bit more every month, get the higher mileage, or do you want to pay later?
Did you sell cars?
Yes, I did.
He
could
sold
tell.
everything.
I can tell he sold cars.
Actually, I retired for the second time, and I felt that my weakest skill was closing. So I had a friend who owned a dealership, and I said, hey, I'd like to come in here for 3 months and try it out. I ended up doing it for about 2 years.
Can you
Had so
imagine
much fun.
if you and Freddie actually sold cars together?
I used
That
to
would
sell.
be, that's what we need to do.
I sold cars.
Can
I
Freddie
sold
come into
Iveco
your
trucks.
dealership one
Oh, yeah.
day? Jonathan and Shorty have an idea. We're going
here
to
we
send
go.
Freddie into Delray VW
To sell cars?
to sell cars. We're
Are
going to
you-
get just a minute or
Are
two
you
clip.
crazy?
Why
Mr.
not?
Gunther will probably.
Show?
Why? If it's with Amos, you can be like mentoring Amos. Give Amos the credit
Mr.
for it.
Gunther will
How
throw
much
me-
fun would that be?
There won't be no fun.
See Freddie in action
Mm-hmm.
selling a
The
car?
Brooklyn Cafe goes undercover.
You know how they have undercover boss? That's it.
Well,
We've changed your look a little bit.
Okay, stop drinking the Kool-Aid. Relax.
It's the coffee.
Well, it comes back to that because in your time management system, I started that after I died in an automobile accident here in Florida. And after 2 years, my disability income had run out. And since I couldn't walk or move around so much, I went on the internet to try and figure out what I was going to do. But when you look at your opportunities and you're very focused on survival, everything hones in and you start running into people that you need to run into. It's amazing if you tell the truth. You do it all the time, Freddie, as far as, quote unquote, I'm being vulnerable. I mean, one of the worst things to say is, let me be honest with you. That only, puts out there that, oh, you mean you haven't been honest with me yet?
Yeah, yeah.
So you try and avoid those phrases. But getting out there, making that transition, life really does want you to succeed. But you've been, through your personal experience, told you're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough. You know, there's a lot of those negative obstacles that everybody has to deal with. And the thing is, ask questions. Anytime all you do is make statements, you don't learn a thing. When you're talking, all you're doing is repeating what you know. When you listen, you have an opportunity to learn something. And that's some of the big lessons that I help my clients. And I started out with, long before there was an undercover boss, that's how I performed my initial large projects with right TMS clients.
But I think a product that really helped you was the liquid collagen, right?
Renata.
The liquid biocell that we have.
How long have you
Renata
been
and
on
Bill
that?
have been working together.
Since, let's see, 2007, so a dozen years.
And she never told us your story.
Oh my God, yeah.
She has not, because, you know, we
It's
always say it's
his
your story to
to
tell.
Mm-hmm.
So the liquid collagen, and I'm just from what you're telling us, it must have been post-accident.
Yes. Basically, I struggled for 4 years. First, of course, with Western medicine. The only thing that really helped was going outside of that to alternative. And then from an internal standpoint, from a source, it was the liquid collagen, the biocell.
Liquid biocell, the Modere liquid biocell. What did it do for you?
Well, the basic ingredients in it, I basically had collapsed vertebrae, or not vertebrae, but your discs. If you looked at my initial x-ray, you could see where the bumper of the car was in my back.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, that's how you might have thought, oh my God, this woman must be pregnant, because her spine was curving in that direction. In a period of less than 21 days, my arthritic thumbs had no problem. In less than a year and a half, and this is the only thing that I changed. I kept my physical, therapy up, whatever. The only thing I changed was my diet, which included an ounce of that in the morning and an ounce at night. And I was, within 18 months, jumping with my grandchildren.
Wow.
Whereas before, I had trouble walking across a room.
The liquid biocell, and Renata talks about it all the time. We talk about anti-aging, but your story is more than anti-aging. Your story is truly remarkable of movement and mobility.
It doesn't cure anything, correct, Freddie? I mean, we're not
saying
looking
it
at the FDA, basically,
That's
but
right.
it relieved a lot of discomfort, like not being able to enjoy your grandkids. And
You
that's
know
a lot
what?
of
And that's
discomfort.
about time management, right? That goes to what's important in life.
Exactly.
You know, it's funny because one of the things we want to talk about this is to remove inflammation for neuropathy and for diabetics who, I mean, joints and everything else hurt.
Well,
So we're talking about getting into it to see what happens.
As a
it's
matter
really,
of fact.
it helps your microcapillaries. And if blood has been cut off to different areas of your body, well, in your body, no matter what you're eating, it doesn't get the nutrients to all parts of the body.
That's right.
And typically, it's the balls of your feet, it's your extremities that start getting that tingling. And then ultimately, you're gangrene when your body basically isn't feeding the blood.
And with that, since we're talking about it, I have a $10 gift card for Liquid BioCell. Give us a call, 888-565-1470. $10 off a bottle of Liquid BioCell will get you in touch with Renata at 4health4beautyonline.com. Let's go to commercial.
Let's
when
do
we
that.
come back, more with Famous Amos. Are you ready? And
Yes.
your time management system. And we'll be right back.
I am Crunchy because knowledge is power. Crunchy is a revolutionary line of safe and high-performing toxin-free cosmetics that are redefining beauty. You no longer have to sacrifice your health for your beauty or your beauty for your health. Be conscious about what are in your cosmetics and how they affect your body. Contact me at 703-509-2592 or explore at crunchywithanI.com/Liz Sant, LIZSANDT. Again, it's 703-509-2592.
What is Deborah size?
With over 25 years of personal training experience and workout techniques, Deb Varsalone invites you to Debercise. Debercise comes to you from the privacy of your own home or group training facility. Debercise can meet your individual fitness needs, offering one-on-one, non-impact resistance training, post-surgical strengthening to higher-level boot camp and weight training. Debercise will meet your personal fitness goals at any age. Contact Deb at 561-307-9283. Schedule an initial consultation and get ready for a stronger, healthier you. 561-307-9283.
Discover how you can unleash your body's natural regenerative power with Liquid BioCell. A scientifically proven, holistic anti-aging supplement, Liquid BioCell redefines the way we age and how we perform. Formulated with an exclusive collagen and hyaluronic acid combination, Liquid BioCell supports joints, muscle fitness, and restores youthful skin from within. Contact Renata at 561-306-7176 or visit 4health4beautyonline.com. Anti-aging from the inside out. Call today, 561-306-7176.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Don and Freddy S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. That's 888-565-1470. Let's reopen the cafe doors. Now, back to Don and Freddy S.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. And don't forget to like this video.
And subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when we go live. We'll see you next time. Back? Are you on your
And we're
phone?
back now.
And we're back. Give us a call, 888-565-1470. We have a $10 gift card to Liquid BioCell. And Bill, thank you for sharing that story because we talk about it. And actually, Dr. Cologne sent a patient over to Renata as well to help with anti-inflammatory mobility. It's not just anti-aging, although we even talked to our sexologist yesterday about ladies just plumping everything from the inside out. But when it truly helps decrease inflammation and you think you were in a post-car accident and the pain and you try everything, I know, we're not saying it cures, but you know what? It's just another level of things that can help you heal.
Well, I think most of the guests you've had on the show from the, 6 months that I've been a listener, Mother Nature knows what she's doing. And most of what's in these products, especially, liquid the collagen, hyaluronic acid, chondroitin sulfate, and liquid and BioCell collagen, which is actually, they've found a scientific way to get the molecules small enough that actually get absorbed
To
into
penetrate,
the skin.
Because you're drinking it. So it's not only you're putting it on your face, you're actually drinking it, and it gets into your joints. It gets everywhere. Your body knows where it needs to go.
It does. It's amazing.
And
automatic pilot.
And you buy a car.
You
buy a car,
Yeah.
and you would count on the car to save your life, and it did. Sometimes you have bumps and bruises along the way. So you want to have a safe car.
I don't want to buy a car.
But you want to have a safe car, and the Volkswagens are, I'm telling you.
I'd rather have a safe other drivers.
Well,
that's why I drive so slow.
When you teach your kids to drive, you always say, I trust you, but you got 16-year-old drivers, which is why our insurance rates are what they are.
But you got to also look at the other people driving. You could be a great driver, and you can't stop an oncoming truck.
So surround yourself with some heavy metal with VW, with Volkswagen. Contact Amos. Amos, how can people find you?
Oh, they can call me at 754-246-5357.
And mention the Brooklyn Cafe. Tell them you want Freddy. Freddy don't give you test drive.
No, you tell me you want Amos. I'm out of
Ask for famous Amos and you'll get some
I am out of the
cookies.
car selling business. I don't know how you do it. And you work, 6 days a week?
Yes, I do.
That's just a tribute to your profession. Now, Are You Ready? We didn't even touch on Are You Ready? When is the next class for preparedness?
Every Tuesday night up at the corporate training center and distribution center in Jupiter off Indian Town Road. It starts at 7 o'clock. We have just started to put that out on Facebook Live, so if you're not able to join us in person, if you just go to the Facebook page for Ready Network and like that page, ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
You'll get notified of when we're coming on live. We also offer it on Saturday mornings at the same location. And what we're looking to do, what we've talked about is, hey, can you get, Del Rey, Boynton, Boca, those.
Something in South County.
Yeah, and at this point, I think everybody's gone away for the summer.
Summer's really hard, although you want to be prepared. And I'm telling you, that solar generator, if they tell me one more time at my house that we need this solar generator and can they get it, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to send them to you.
Yeah, we've completely sold out of our first batch. Right now we are, I guess it would be
3 months?
No, we're talking 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Oh, 3 weeks out?
So we're 3 weeks out at this point.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and basically figure it's going to cost you about $1 a watt. So if you want a 2,000 watt system, and these are portable.
What will 2,000 watts do?
Support.
The math, without getting too technical, is basically watts equals amps times volts. So typically, if you go to your house and you open up your panel, you'll see that most of it is like 15 amps because it's only dealing with lights and little stuff. You look at your air conditioner, you look at your electric stove, you look at your electric hot water heater, those are on dedicated 30 and maybe even 60 amp programs. So you cannot run your entire house
on the little one.
2,000 watt. You probably need 10 kilowatts, so that would be like 5 of these units.
But you could run a refrigerator and a stove.
You can definitely run the refrigerator. I would not recommend the stove. You do the traditional hurricane party routine, get the grill out and grill, because that stove really draws a lot of power initially and could short out a smaller system. The advantage of what we offer is that in the event that the storm is also bringing the tsunami, your house may be strong enough to withstand the winds, especially with all the practice we've gotten down here. You're not going to be able to withstand an 8, 10, 15-foot wall of water.
Right.
So you're going to have to evacuate. The beauty of this thing is it weighs 41 pounds. It has a built-in cart, and you just bring it with you.
That's the one you brought in here at the studio. So that's the 2,000?
That's a 2,000-watt system. That's $1,900. But we're running, anybody who wants to pre-order that right now, I think we've got about something less than 2 dozen of those left. We're offering those at $14.99, $500 savings.
How do you plug into it? I know I'm so not tech or electronic.
One of 2 ways. The storm is coming, you realize, oh my God, I didn't charge up the generator because it's got the battery in it. You can actually, there's a device, you can plug it into your outlet while you still have AC power, and in a matter of an hour to 2 hours, you can get that thing fully charged. Well, it will run for the next 8 hours to 3 days, depending upon what,
you can plug your refrigerator into, so it's a straight plug and play.
It is a plug and play. The nice thing about it is you can run it indoors. You can run it in a condo. You can run it in an apartment where otherwise diesel and gas generators are prohibited because there's no fumes.
And that's the scary thing. We had the last hurricane. By the time I got my husband and son to actually agree to put our generator on the patio because of the fumes, it was a football game. I don't know what football game it was, but apparently that was the catalyst that they would turn on the generator.
You gotta manage your time.
Apparently that's what was important. Not that I was moving from refrigerator to refrigerator, none of the ice cubes, nothing, but there was a football game on. But the smell, and then they were afraid to sleep on that side of the house because we have a big overhang, and my kids were afraid that the carbon monoxide would come through their doors. This is so much better.
20,000 Floridians went to the hospital post-hurricane last season because of carbon monoxide poisoning. And fortunately, I think.
I'm thinking that my company, because, but then I'm thinking nobody's going to show up, but I can actually run the system with this unit, right? Like a backup generator power, but nobody's going to show up.
Well, I remember 2 years ago when I was doing another show with you. We were putting up hurricane shutters, and I went to the station, I did the show, and I went back and put up the rest of the shutters. People want to be on air because you never really think it's coming. Don't say it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Maybe,
say it. I don't know. I got to think about it.
How can people find you?
Hey, Jen, you got a guy? Well, YTMS to 80800. That's the easy way. That's my V card. My V card is prepstore.vcard.com.
And we still BeBetterPrepared.info.
And if you want to, I've been focusing on the educational, and that's the website BeBetterPrepared.info. And if you don't know what the plan is, and I talk about, when a disaster strikes, is everybody in your family together? Most likely not. They may be at school, they may be at work, you may be on vacation. So if you don't have something in writing, you haven't communicated to the people you want to deal with, you don't have a plan. And
Look,
you're not
and I've got
prepared.
a new shirt too.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Look at my new shirt.
See,
And it says Sparkle.
yeah.
Do you like that, Mary? I've got like a guy rugby shirt that says Sparkle. Like I can go now and, I don't know, I could go hang out at Delray Gunther. I'm ready to go.
Well,
BeBetterPrepared.info. It says Sparkle. My name is like, it says Sparky. I got Sparkle. Red with gold glitter. You can't even beat that.
You're like what's the name of the name of the kids? Alfalfa and those guys.
Spanky in our game. Yeah.
Wardrobe change. You like that?
I like that.
That's awesome, Bill. And Amos, how can people find you?
Again, my cell phone number is 754-246-5357. And if you want to get to my email too, yes, you can. amos@gunterdelray.com.
There's a lot of information. It's so
We gotta
important to
get
be
you a
prepared.
V card.
Yeah.
A V card, and they just put Amos on it, and they contact you.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Nice.
You just have to be prepared. And the generators are tremendous. I can't say tremendous tonight, but tremendous to have in your home. Now you don't have to worry about the gas and running out and get gas, and all you need is the sunlight that we always have.
If
South
you're in
Florida.
construction and you don't have one of these things installed, you're missing the boat.
Well, it's not only the bad times, but when you think about it, the biggest issue I have with my grandkids is that they're all going to have, curvature of the neck because all they're doing is looking down at this.
The phone.
It happens to be a true thing.
They should charge your phone.
Taking them out to a park. I mean, doing any remote broadcasts. You could take one of those generators. You don't even have to worry about if the host has
Hey,
power or
Jonathan.
not.
Who's that?
When we didn't have electric yesterday for lights, we could have taken this generator with us.
And you're gonna turn on
And
the
we could have
lights.
plugged anything into it we wanted to on a cart.
That's interesting.
Amazing, yeah.
How about that for a business expense?
That's kind of scary.
Right.
But
It's
that'll
definitely
work.
an ant business expense.
Not only that, but it'll work for anything across the board if you don't have a plug, and you can go and you can shoot it on social media.
Sometimes we're running wires across an entire ballroom.
Yes.
Maybe now you don't have to run them across the ballroom.
Interesting.
So we can get that from you pre-order for, what'd you say, $14.95?
$14.99 plus sales tax and shipping.
And that's for the large one.
That is the 2,000. So figure, regular retail is 2,000 for the model.
They got a
ReadyGen
smaller
2000.
one?
That is.
The small
There's a
one.
lot of smaller ones out on the market place today. As a matter of fact, in our pack, we have a folding solar charger that will charge your phone, charge your computer, charge your tablet, but that only delivers 7 watts of power.
This is 2,000.
We're talking 2,000. The one we also have out ready is a 3,000 model. And then we'll have our whole house systems, 10K, 10,000, 18,000. For the radio station, we're talking about 100,000 kilowatts.
But those aren't out yet, are they?
No, those basically, the big systems that we're going to have will probably be at the right time. The radio station thinks about where they're going to locate.
And are the 3,000s out?
Yes, you can call those in to me as well, and we can get your order set up.
And you will help people know what they want to order.
Exactly.
All right,
Excellent.
check it out.
Give 'em a call.
Contact Bill, BeBetterPrepared.info or YTMS on his short code 80800, and you can find Amos at Gunther, Delray, Volkswagen. Have a great day, everyone. Be kind to each other. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
The Heart of Delray Gallery, located in the Delray Art Complex, is one of South Florida's top venues for art, culture, music, and private events. The Heart of Delray Gallery is a cutting-edge, 11,000 square foot art exhibition showcasing local artists and artisans with the highest quality of talent and vision, highlighting South Florida's creative arts. Visit us at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. Come, take a tour, book your next private event or fundraiser, or join us for Art Walk the first Friday of every month from 6 to 11 p.m. For more information, give us a call at 561-278-0074.
Health
Health and Vitamin Concepts can help balance you through an innovative, non-invasive biomeridian assessment that measures the energetic properties of your body and naturally corrects the imbalances. Offering a complete thyroid, hormone, and nutritional profile, Health and Vitamin Concepts identifies the specific vitamins and herbs in the exact amount your body needs. Call for more information, 561-392-8448, or visit online at healthandvitaminconcepts.com. If you're ready to have more energy, better health, and a greater sense of well-being, make an appointment today at Health and Vitamin Concepts in Boca Raton at 7152 Barracasa Way. Call 561-392-8448. That's 561-392-8448.
Well, that's about it for today, and even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 1 p.m. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddy S. will bring you more goodwill next time. Although today's show was live, you can follow the cafe on Facebook at Brooklyn Cafe. To rewatch every minute of the show, call 866-224-5422 to talk with Dawn and Freddy S. after the closing, or to leave an order for fun for the next show. Have a meaningful day. The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.